The universe holds secrets yet to be told, mysterious signals, forgotten worlds, intelligence beyond our understanding. Step into Future Echoes, where past, present, and future collide. Are you ready? The end of the world. It's an idea that has haunted humanity for thousands of years. Across cultures and continents, ancient civilizations told stories of how everything would one day fall apart. But while some myths, like the biblical flood or the Mayan calendar, are well known, there are others. Forgotten prophecies that warn of destruction, renewal, and the limits of human survival. Myths lost in time, buried in ancient texts, and whispered through generations. Today, we uncover those lost apocalyptic legends. If you've heard of Ragnarok, you probably know it as the Viking end of the world, but there's more to this legend than just a final battle. According to Norse mythology, Ragnarok begins with Fimbulwinter, a long, merciless winter that lasts for years. Crops fail, food runs out, families turn on each other. Civilization crumbles under the weight of starvation and war. Then comes the War of the Gods. Odin leads the Aesir against their ancient foes, the giants, and the monstrous children of Loki. Fenrir, the great wolf, breaks free from his chains and devours Odin. Thor fights Jormungandr, the world's serpent, and though he slays the beast, he succumbs to its venom and dies. The fire giant Surtur sets the world ablaze, and the sky itself collapses into darkness. Everything ends in fire and ruin. But Ragnarok isn't just destruction, it's also rebirth. After the chaos, the world is remade, cleansed of its old gods and conflicts. Two humans, Lif and Lifthrasir, emerge from hiding and repopulate the earth. The question is, are we living in our own Fimbulwinter right now? While Norse mythology speaks of a cataclysmic battle, Hinduism describes a slow, inevitable decline. The four ages, Satya, Treta, Dvapara, and Kali Yuga, represent cycles of time, and Kali Yuga is the last and darkest era, an age of corruption, greed, war, and chaos. Ancient texts describe Kali Yuga as a time when leaders are dishonest, when greed replaces wisdom, when people worship money over morality, families break apart, knowledge is twisted, nature itself starts to rebel, and in the end, society collapses under its own weight. But just as Ragnarok has a rebirth, so does Kali Yuga. The final avatar of Vishnu, Kalki, is destined to arrive on a white horse, wielding a blazing sword. He will purge the world of its corruption, paving the way for a new golden age. Some say we are already living in Kali Yuga's final years. If so, how much time do we have left? Not all apocalyptic stories are myths. Some might actually be history. One of the most chilling examples is the Toba catastrophe, a supervolcanic eruption that occurred about 75,000 years ago. This wasn't just any eruption. Scientists believe it was one of the most powerful in Earth's history, releasing so much ash and sulfur that it caused a volcanic winter lasting years. Some researchers theorize that this event nearly wiped out early humans, reducing our entire species to just a few thousand individuals. What's even more interesting is that many ancient cultures have flood myths, stories of long winters, and tales of people struggling to survive in endless darkness. Could these legends be distorted memories of a real apocalypse? And if it happened once, could it happen again? Most people remember the 2012 Mayan calendar Doomsday Panic. But the Mayans never actually predicted the world would end in 2012. What they did believe, however, was that our world is not the first. According to the sacred text, Popol Vuh, we live in the fourth world. The first world was destroyed by floods. The second world ended in darkness. The third world was consumed by fire. Each time, the gods destroyed their creation and started over, trying to perfect humanity. Our current world, the fourth, was created after the mistakes of the past, but the cycle suggests it too will one day end. The question is, will we repeat history, or will we finally break free from the cycle? One of the most fascinating apocalyptic prophecies comes from the Hopi, a Native American tribe in the southwest United States. According to their teachings, the world has been created and destroyed 4 times before. The first world was destroyed by fire, the second by ice, the third by floods. Our current world will end in destruction from above. Some interpretations link this to nuclear war, an asteroid impact, or an environmental collapse. The Hopi prophecy speaks of gourds of ashes falling from the sky, a description eerily similar to atomic bombs. But their teachings also suggest that those who live in balance with nature, who follow the right path, will be the ones to rebuild the next world. Are we standing at the threshold of the fifth world? So, what do all these stories have in common? Whether it's Ragnarok, Kali Yuga, the Mayan Popol Vuh, or the Hopi prophecy, they all share one message: civilization is fragile. These aren't just myths about the end. They are warnings. Warnings that societies rise and fall, that arrogance leads to downfall, that history repeats itself when we fail to learn from it. The real question isn't whether the world will end. The real question is, will we see the signs in time to change our future? The journey of discovery never ends. Are you ready for the next mystery? Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share to explore more untold sci-fi stories with Future Echoes. See you on the next voyage.